taken about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down. Losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, they should open up his running game too. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Bouye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own set.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
9-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
On the play. Brings up third down.
Now Locke. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
A gain of 11 on
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Brings up
From the 28, it's second and 5.
28-yard line.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Block going to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Cortland Sutton. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay.
Phillip Lindsay.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
He was brought down at the 26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the interception, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down. On what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
at their own.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception. Offense trying to make a big play, defense trying to make a big play, turned into an incompletion. So now maybe they can back off a little bit, try to relax him, and get him something that'll work.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards, the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the gun, it's Locke, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Locke to throw. They'll find Lindsey here.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
We'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Wilson will throw again. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25.
Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. Atlanta heading west to take on...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and we will not see a run back here from Harris. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He hits Beasley right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing on target to Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back diving play.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From midfield, here's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25 yards.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The handoff.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Another carry down for Gurley.
Todd Gurley on the carry.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's 3rd.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Fair catch made at the 8.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And they'll find some space up to about the 25.
Number 20.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty
lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion.
And that's caught inside the 35. All the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to
Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Jordan, give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
48.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Broncos 7.
To throw again on second down. Block. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
17.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Denver's offense ready to go again. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st down, Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Cole Beasley. 8 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Complete to Jerry.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
6. And the Broncos first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's locked. And no, it's incomplete. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. And now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Brings up
so second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Ryan Kerrigan. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
5-yard line.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Taking down.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd and goal. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Outside finds Beasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and the first down. This is the tight end fan. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He's got his big tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Well, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Number 14,
Cortland Sutton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Carlson on for the PAT.
Point after.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. That time a 6-play drive. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Wilson. The kidder here, it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now Wilson. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Perfect, baby. Good shot. This is
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for L.A., that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gunn.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit it the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Mubby the shoe,